Today is the feast day of the Archangels, Michael, Gabriel and Raphael. And I want to tell you a story about angels. This is Roger from MSA Mission Office. You're with Mission Alive. This story, only a story, involves two old guys who used to go into the mountains and trap animals for their furs. This probably goes back to the older days, probably in the Canadian mountain country. And they'd live on their own for months and months and months, snow and the cold, and they'd get their furs and I'd bring them down to town and sell them, and I'd have a quiet time in a hotel, drink a few beers, talk together and whatnot. Anyway, they were chatting one day, and because they lived on their own, there wasn't, a lot of talk. But they were talking about various things. And one said to the other, he says, "I never asked you this. Over all the years I've known you, are you a believer?" And the other guy said, "Yes. Oh yes, always a believer. I'm a strong believer. The only thing kept me going in all these years." "And what about yourself? Are you a believer?" And the other guy says, "No, never believed. Never believed. Never found any reason to believe." And the other guy, the first guy, says, "Were you ever," and he said to his friend, "were you ever tempted not to believe?" And he said, No, always a believer, never doubted." "And yourself, were you tempted to believe?" He said, "Well, yes, there was a time. I was right out over the mountain checking me traps, and I didn't notice a storm coming over the mountain. Next thing, it's blowing, and it's snow, and it's cold, and I'm really in trouble. So I got in under some rocks, and I'm really starting to freeze up. And I prayed, I said, "God, if you are really out there, I need an angel to come and help me now. I need some angels to help me now. I'm in a bad way." And the other guy said, "Well, what happened?" "Nothing happened," he said. "Nothing happened. No angels came." He said, "Well, you got here. You're here. You're alive. What happened?" "Oh," he said, "there were no angels. A couple of Eskimos came along. They helped me." What form do angels take? I often, if I'm really needing some help with something, like with something I'm working on, or something I'm trying to lift that's too heavy, I look around and I say to the Lord, I say, "You better send me a couple of Eskimos. I need some help." And quite often somebody comes along. Quite often. And I look at him and say, "You're just the man I've been waiting for." So angels, what form do angels take for you? It might be someone in your family who sits down and listens to you. Might be somebody from around the corner that you go and have a cup of tea with. Might be someone at work that helps you out. God sends angels in many different ways. And you can be an angel to somebody else just by being there to live, to give a helping hand, a willing ear, an open heart. And that's what we tried to do in the mission office. We're angels to many people for many things. And you are angels with us because many of you give your support and your help and give us the funds that we need to do the works that we do. So, Michael, Gabriel and Raphael, they're archangels, they're examples for us. What we are called to do, as part of our mission, is to be angels for each other and accept the help of other angels. Have a good week.